Hollywood actress Jennifer Lynn Connelly starred in dozens of films, including the cult film A Beautiful Mind. Jennifer here played the role of the wife of a talented mathematician suffering from schizophrenia, for which she eventually received an Oscar. Jennifer is considered by many to be one of the most beautiful girls in Hollywood, which is certainly not without reason. Jennifer Lynn Connelly is an American actress who has begun starring at the age of 10. Until she was 14 years old and starred in Sergio Leone's Once Upon a Time in America, she was a successful child model. The actress received the recognition of movie critics in 1998, having played in Dark City, and then after the release of the drama Requiem for a Dream in 2000. Net worth: $50 million. Jennifer won an Oscar for her excellent acting in A Beautiful Mind about John Nash, a Nobel laureate in economics. Fortunately, Connelly was not affected by the curse of this most prestigious movie awards in the world, according to which after receiving a coveted statuette the stars allegedly faced with a band of failures and career collapse. She successfully continued to star, following her rule: do not focus on one genre and role, and create diverse and more serious and complex images. The philosophical and psychological drama Aloft, directed by Claudia Losa, is an example. The actress was recognized as one of the prettiest women in the world according to many publications, including such U.S. magazines as Vanity Fair, Esquire, Time. Jennifer was the face of the French fashion house Balenciaga, the American brand Revlon, the Japanese cosmetics manufacturer Shiseido. Jennifer Connelly's childhood: the actress was born on December 12, 1970, in Cairo, New York, in the Catskill Mountains. Her mother was a dealer in antiquarian goods, and her father was a clothing manufacturer. Jennifer's mother was Jewish, educated at a yeshiva. Her family immigrated from Russia and Poland. Her father was a Roman Catholic of Norwegian and Irish descent. She spent her childhood in Brooklyn Heights, the New York district, where she attended St. Anne's, a private school specializing in the arts. Jennifer's father suffered from asthma, so in 1976 they moved away from the city smog to the small town of Woodstock, located in the Catskill Park. For years later, they returned to Brooklyn, and she returned to the same school. The beginning of Jennifer Connelly's career: her father's friend, an advertiser, suggested her parents send a photo of their 10-year-old daughter to the Ford modeling agency. Jennifer began modeling for print advertisements in the tabloids and television commercials. The mother also took her to various auditions. As a result, at the age of 11, she starred in the epic Once Upon a Time in America, released in 1984. Robert De Niro, James Woods, and Elizabeth McGovern played the lead roles. Just because of the similarity to Elizabeth, young Jennifer was invited to play the heroine as a child. Later, the star described her acting in the movie as an incredibly idyllic introduction to movie making. During the shooting, it was Connelly's debut on television in an episodic role in the British anthology Tales of the Unexpected. She played her first leading role in the movie Phenomena when she was 15 years old. At the age of 18, she was the main character in Linda Pfeifferman's 7 Minutes in Heaven. In December of the same year, Connelly recorded 2 pop songs for the Japanese market, Monologue of Love and Message of Love. She did not speak the language. She repeated the lyrics by ear. Jennifer Connelly's movie career: her leading role in the movie about goblins Labyrinth, 1986, was significant in the actress' career. She starred with David Bowie. Initially, the audience did not like the movie, but later it became a cult. After graduating from school, she studied for 2 years at Yale University in 1990 before transferring to Stanford University. Roy London, Howard Fine, and Harold Gaskin were her teachers. Encouraged by her parents, Jennifer left school and continued her acting career. She starred in The Hot Spot, directed by Dennis Hopper. It failed at the box office, but Connelly's acting was highly appreciated. The media emphasized that she had managed a harmonious transition from a child actress to an ingenue, the role of a naive girl. In this movie, the actress naked for the first time. Jennifer Connelly's movies are very successful. The actress's next movie was The Comedy Career Opportunities, starring Frank Whaley. Then, in 1991, The Rocketeer, based on the comics, was released. In 1994, the star and Antonio Banderas played in the drama of Love and Shadows, directed by Betty Kaplan. In 1995, she starred in the movie Higher Learning, then in Far Harbor by John Huddles, and Inventing the Abbotts by Pat O'Connor. Requiem for a Dream. Jennifer Connelly and Jared Leto. The critics appreciated her after the release of the controversial thriller Dark City in 1998. Then, in 2000, Connelly signed a successful contract with Fox and starred in the TV series The Street, melodrama Waking the Dead, and psychological drama Requiem for a Dream. The last one was directed by Darren Aronofsky and based on the novel by Hubert Selby. Jared Leto, Marlon Wayans, and Ellen Burstyn also played the lead roles. Jennifer Connelly in Requiem for a Dream. Jennifer received more significant recognition and coveted statuette Oscar after the release of A Beautiful Mind, where she worked with Russell Crowe. Later, they played together in the romantic movie Winter's Tale, based on Mark Halperin's book of the same name and the biblical epic Noah. In 2003, Connelly played the main characters in the very different movies, Hulk, based on the comic book of the same name, and House of Sand and Fog about an abandoned wife. 2 years later, Connelly starred in the horror thriller Dark Water. The 2006 movies Little Children and Blood Diamond were well received by the public. Jennifer Connelly in the movie A Beautiful Mind. It was difficult to star in The Reservation Road, where the actress played a mother who had lost her son. Joaquin Phoenix and Mark Ruffalo were her partners on the set. In 2008, Connelly starred in the remake of The Day the Earth Stood Still. In the comedy He's Just Not That Into You with Ben Affleck, Bradley Cooper, and other superstars. Jennifer and Paul Bettany played the famous couple in the 2009 drama biopic Creation about Charles Darwin's life. Jennifer Connelly and Colin Farrell in the movie Winter's Tale. Virginia premiered in 2010 at Toronto International Film Festival. Jennifer played the role of a mentally unstable woman. For the sake of this role, the actress dyed blonde. According to Zumbiula.com, in March 2015, Darren Aronofsky's Noah was released. The actress played Noah's wife, starring with Russell Crowe, Douglas Booth, Logan Lerman, Emma Watson, and Anthony Hopkins. In 2015, she starred in the movie American Pastoral, based on Philip Roth's novel. Its shooting began in September in Pittsburgh. Jennifer starred as a former beauty queen and wife of Seymour, nicknamed Swede, played by the Scottish actor Ewan McGregor, first acting as a director after the departure of Philip Noyce Project. In 2017, Jennifer tried herself as a voice actress. She voiced the artificial intelligence Karen in the movie Spider-Man: Homecoming with Tom Holland and Michael Keaton in the lead roles. Connelly played the supporting role in the biopic Only the Brave, 2017, about the fire brigade. The actress got one of the lead roles in the Japanese-American action movie Alita: Battle Angel by Robert Rodriguez. Personal life of Jennifer Connelly. Starring in The Rocketeer in 1991, Connelly began a romance with Bill Campbell, who played Cliff Secord. They had a relationship for 5 years. In 1997, Jennifer had her first child, Kai. The photographer David Dugan was his father. While working on A Beautiful Mind, the star met the British actor Paul Bettany on the set. Their relationship began, and 2 years later, they married. The couple has 2 children, a son, Stellan, who was born on August 5, 2003, and a daughter, Agnes Lark, who was born on May 31, 2011. The actress likes drawing, enjoys computer science, philosophy, sports, cycling, swimming, gymnastics, and speaks French and Italian. Let us know some interesting moments from his life. She was a child model. There's no doubt that Jennifer Connelly is beautiful, with her green eyes flecked with gold, and jet black hair with thick brows to match. Even as a child, people were drawn to her beauty, which is why she became a model before she even hit her teens. And, according to The Independent, she was signed with Ford Models, which led to commercials and magazines. She appeared multiple times on the cover of 17, too. Though she was young, the actor does remember that time as she told New York Magazine, "I worked so much when I was a kid, but I did some city crawling. In New York, you do everything really fast, really early." Another nod on her modeling resume was appearing on several young adult book covers. This was revealed in 2016 while Connelly was being interviewed on Jimmy Kimmel Live via Daily Mail. Kimmel actually had some examples to share with viewers and an apparently blushing Connelly, including The Two of Us by Janet Quinn Harkin. Upon seeing the covers, she told Kimmel, "The scary thing is these are real, these pictures." She went on to explain how she would get a little synopsis of the book, so she could get the feel of what she needed to portray. She and her son both went to Yale. Being in the limelight has its perks, but for Jennifer Connelly, there were points in her life where being recognized was simply, well, awkward. Unfortunately, since she started her career at a young age, some of these moments happened in high school and college. She shared with Rolling Stone that a boy she was dating in high school was part of a bet to see how fast he could get her into bed. She also told The Sun in 2013 that a professor at Yale had seen one of her movie posters where she was on top of a rocking horse and mentioned it to her. Connelly didn't say whether this was part of the reason she transferred to Stanford after her sophomore year, but she did say, "I wish I had not been a complete nerd. I had no sense of humor and took myself so seriously." By 1997, she still hadn't graduated, but she admitted on The Rosie O'Donnell Show during the promotion of her film, Inventing the Abbotts, "I still have like a year left to graduate, and I sort of toy with going back every once in a while." Connelly's son Kai also attended Yale, and the Top Gun Maverick actor admitted on Live with Kelly and Michael that she cried the moment she dropped her son off. She'd been so worried. She drove there the next weekend and found him thriving. "It all kind of went away. I mean, yes, I miss him, but it completely overrides my feelings," she said. She traveled to Tibet in her 20s. Jennifer Connelly might be famously talented and beautiful, but her persona and outlook on life have always been very down to earth. And she hasn't made it a secret that she wasn't about all the glitz and glamour. With Jennifer, there's a sense of a person who's not a joiner, who follows her own path, said producer/director Ron Howard, whom she worked with on Inventing the Abbotts and A Beautiful Mind. Via Marie Claire. In 1995, Connelly appeared in the movie Higher Learning, starring Omar Epps. One of her promotion appearances was on Late Night with Conan O'Brien, where she revealed that after the movie shoot wrapped, she went to Tibet for a month-long camping trip. There she did a lot of hiking, including to the east face of Mount Everest. Casually, she told O'Brien, "I didn't take a shower for a month, which I'd never done before." Not only that, but she liked the experience, calling it spectacular. Though she remarked on how the elements and lack of grooming affected her looks, if anyone could shine in those conditions, it's Connelly. During the interview, it also becomes clear that having made a name for herself in film for the previous 10 years had taken a toll on her, and the break from the pressures of everyday life was well received. All these layers of things that seem to be important but really aren't, sort of fall away, she said. She also found visiting the monasteries to be very rewarding and the monks to be delightful. Inventing the Abbotts was the first movie of hers she loved. In 1997's Inventing the Abbotts, Jennifer Connelly plays Eleanor, one of 3 sisters in the well-to-do Abbott family. Of the 3 girls, the other 2 are played by Joanna Going and Liv Tyler. Connelly's character is the most rebellious and promiscuous. Rolling Stone called the acting in the film, which was directed by Pat O'Connor and produced by the dynamic duo of Ron Howard and Brian Grazer, exemplary. Of Connelly specifically, they said, "Connelly slyly blends eroticism and humor." At this point in her career, Connelly had been in more than a dozen films, including the star-studded Mulholland Falls the previous year. When the actor appeared on The Rosie O'Donnell Show to promote the film, she opened up about her character and her love of the film. "I've seen it twice now and it's so nice to do a movie that I can look at and say I actually love this movie," she said. She went on to talk about the character's free spirit and how she wished she was more like that, adding, "It was like such a joy playing someone so uninhibited." But it wasn't just the wild and free character that she was drawn to, as the future Oscar winner told O'Donnell. "It's nice because it sort of like takes time to look at families and things that are important and things that are stupid that we strive for, and it's a really moving kind of story." Jennifer Connelly and Paul Bettany are one of the most lasting couples in Hollywood, even though they are relatively unknown to the public. During the production of A Beautiful Mind in 2001, the 2 individuals came into contact with one another. Nevertheless, they did not start dating until after the shooting was over. Since that time, the Oscar winner and the film star of WandaVision have been inseparable individuals. They are the parents of Agnes Lark and Stellan, and they are also responsible for the upbringing of Kai Dugan, who is Connelly's son. Since the release of A Beautiful Mind, Connelly and Bettany have collaborated on a number of projects, one of which being Shelter, which was released in 2015. Both of them have also had appearances in films that are part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Bettany provided the voice for JRVIS, the robot that Iron Man uses, and subsequently went on to portray Vision. Connelly, on the other hand, had a brief part in Spider-Man: Homecoming to play Karen, Peter Parker's artificial intelligence assistant. This is a comprehensive history of Jennifer Connelly and Paul Bettany's relationship, starting with their frenetic beginnings and ending with their low-key family life. Nickname Jenny C. Gender female. Age 53 years old in 2024. Date of birth December 12, 1970. Real name Jennifer Lynn Connelly. Profession actress. Nationality American. Birthplace Cairo, New York, United States. Religion not known. Zodiac sign Sagittarius. Jennifer Connelly career. Profession actress. Net worth $50 million. Family and relatives. Father Gerard Connelly. Mother Eileen Connelly. Brother none. Sister none. Marital status married. Married Paul Bettany, M. 2003. Children 2. Son Kai Dugan, Stellan Bettany. Daughter Agnes Lark Bettany. That's all for today. We hope you liked our video. If you liked it, please like, share, and subscribe.